Good afternoon. Welcome to the sixth annual Power on Deliver Strong Innovation Week. My name is Dina Knierim, and I'm going to be your host for this session. We are celebrating you and Encore's strong culture of continuous improvement. This week, employees are going to have the opportunity to participate in these sessions that include our teammates from across the service territory who promote and inspire what it means to be a champions of innovation and continuous improvement across Encore. These Innovation Week sessions have been classified as training and are intended for Encore employees only. As a reminder, during the session today, if you have a question that you'd like to ask, please type it in the Q&A section located at the bottom right of the screen. So right now, I have the honor and the pleasure to introduce Carrie Veach, Larry Walker, and Chris Corbett from our very own Encore Human Resources area team. And we are looking forward to their presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dina. I'm going to share my screen right quick. We've got a few slides we're going to share with you today. Give me just a second. Oops. Not what to do. One second, and we're gonna get going here. Okay.
That looks like your notes copy on screen there, Carrie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you swap it?
Yeah, you had it right the first time.
Okay.
You're doing fine.
Well, hang on a minute. We're gonna get this right.
This never happens to anyone else. It's just you. You're the only one. That's complete fabrication.
It's all gonna be all right. I do
It's
have
all
too many
okay.
windows open. I think it's what the problem is.
It is all good. It was so great of you to come in from your other office today, so we appreciate that.
Right. I'm really happy to be here. It's good to be back in the office and check out what all the new construction and all the cool things going on here.
It's amazing.
So if y'all were wondering, you know, the presentation isn't very long, so I'm just trying to eat up a little bit of time here. Y'all need to stand up and stretch for a minute.
Deep breaths. Oh,
Yeah.
Shirley, you can't get enough of that in a day. Check it out.
I'm
What's
so
been-
sorry. I'm just like, I
You're
cannot
okay.
find the presentation now.
You're okay. So has anybody else been caught in the Taylor Swift traffic? Just me? Taylor Swift's been in town. Lots of traffic with Taylor Swift. Well, good for you. It's been crazy. And all the girls are all made up and it's like, why is there like a prom? And it's like, oh, they're going to the concert.
Goodness.
Gary, if you want me to, I think I have the last copy of the slides. If you want me to share mine, and then maybe you can go.
I'm good. I'm just a
Okay.
little nervous.
He's got it. Don't be nervous. This is just family. Okay, you're just going to show us this new thing. We're so excited about it.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
All right. That's it. It's
There you
perfect.
go.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, hi, everybody. Oh, look, I got an applause. Oh, y'all are so kind. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right.
There you go.
So I'm very happy to be here today to share with you this brand new recognition tool that's available right now to employees and to managers. I'm going to share with you some highlights of the tool. And hopefully by the end of the presentation, or maybe during the presentation, you'll be able to get started publicly recognizing your coworkers in the new way today. But first, I want to cover some whys. Why are we doing this? So you might want to ask why we're doing it now, but you may have heard about this thing that we've been doing over the last couple of years called an employee engagement survey. If you didn't catch Monica Knight's presentation that just ended a few minutes ago, I would encourage you to watch the recorded presentation when it does become available. Most of you have probably attended a State of the Team meeting where you reviewed your employee engagement survey results as a team and talked through some action items to improve the engagement levels of your team. As Gallup's extensive research proves, there's a very strong tie between timely and frequent recognition and engagement levels. The engagement survey results reveal recognition is an area of opportunity for us. And we've been focused on it since our 2021 results. It's an area where we know we can do better. And we did do better, but why not a 5? Strongly agree. We still have a lot of opportunity to ensure that employees are consistently being recognized for their efforts and results. But what is it about recognition that makes it so important? Workplace recognition motivates us. It gives us a sense of accomplishment and it makes us feel appreciated for our work. The act of recognition also sends messages to other employees about what success looks like. In this way, recognition is both a tool for personal reward and an opportunity to reinforce the desired behaviors to others. Recognition plays a major role in helping us find meaning. It allows us to connect the dots between our day-to-day activities and the bigger mission of Encore and how we're a part of achieving our mission and vision. We know that being recognized on a regular basis motivates us to perform at our best on a regular basis, which helps provide a sense of accomplishment. Sorry, there's an Amber Alert. If we're recognized on a regular basis, it motivates us to perform at our best on a regular basis, which helps provide a sense of accomplishment, and it demonstrates the value that we bring to the organization. It makes our work more meaningful. According to Gallup research, employees who are not adequately recognized at work are twice as likely to say they'll quit in the next year. And recognition may represent one of the greatest lost opportunities for managers. Employees rely on praise and recognition to better understand their managers' expectations and values. Praise and recognition are tools that managers can use to communicate what's important and help employees see their value. Gallup's research shows that managers who do not use the power of positive feedback hamper their own managerial effectiveness and diminish the power of their employees and teams. However, forward-thinking leaders view their employees' need for recognition as another opportunity to demonstrate a culture of care. But beyond that, being able to provide something so vital to the success and happiness of your employees can help you find your own meaning as a leader. By showing employees the job that they do is important through recognition, you're also acknowledging how important your role is in helping them find meaning in their jobs. This in turn makes your work more meaningful by allowing you to see the positive impacts you're making in the lives of team members. It's the frequent and timely micro messages that have the most profound impact on performance. They create a sense of belonging and reinforce more positive behaviors. When we're recognized for doing a good job, whether by our manager or our coworker, it shows us that others are paying attention and that they're invested in us as people. This creates the desire to work harder for the good of the team, of the entire organization, and not just for our own personal gain or for incentives. So, how do we incorporate more recognition into our daily routine? How do we move the needle? The new recognition platform, which is called Encore Awards, is a step in our journey to move the needle together. So the platform has a few recognition tools. We have for many, many years awarded service and safety awards to our employees. When you reach a milestone anniversary, which is on the 5-year mark, you would receive a special packet from your manager with instructions on how to access a website and choose a gift from a catalog of items. This new tool replaces that process. Now your service and safety awards are automated. Your manager will still recognize you personally, and you will also receive recognition on a social feed that all employees can see, and they can react to it. You have access to the site to redeem your points at any time. You have access to Amazon to select your award. So you're no longer limited to a catalog with 30 or 40 different choices. Then there's a new recognition program that we're rolling out today, and it's called Champions at Work. This program allows you to recognize your coworkers with a personalized message. The program is not a points program where you have points to give to your coworkers. It's set up for you to recognize others that you work with, whether you're a manager, recognizing those on your team, or anyone at Encore, if you're an individual contributor, recognizing others that you work with and acknowledging your appreciation for their contributions publicly. The new platform is also where managers will go to request a retirement plaque when someone on their team is retiring, as well as the life-saving award program. We've also automated the Circle of Excellence and the Spot Bonus programs in this platform. So hopefully that will make recognition much easier for everyone. We have the capability to set up team recognition programs too. Managers and supervisors have access to their own dashboard, and they'll have timely information at their fingertips regarding who's received recognition and who on their team has extended recognition. So how do you access the platform? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are many ways. So you can use the Quick Connect feature on the Encore Intranet, select Encore Awards, or you can find it under Work Resources on the intranet. The other way you can access it is through UltiPro. If you select the Myself from the Myself menu, and at the very bottom of the menu, you'll see Encore Awards. And the platform has single sign-on. So what that means is that if you've already signed into the Encore system using your network login credentials, you'll go straight to the site. And it works on your Encore mobile phone or tablet too. So let's take a look at the home page. You can see there's a menu on the top left. Home, feed, recognize, and spend points. We're going to briefly walk through each of these options, but before we do that, I want to point out the top right menu where you see a bell and the shopping cart, your current number of points, and your name. Well, you see my name, but when you log in, you'll see yours. You'll see a little red number on the bell when you have a pending action. This will apply if you're in the approval workflow for recognition. And generally, this will be for managers who have a spot bonus to approve. Those managers will also receive an email notification in Outlook that there's a pending approval. And then I think everybody knows what the shopping cart is, right? If you've done any online shopping in your life, your cart contains those items that you've selected, but you haven't confirmed yet. And it's also where you go to check out once your selections are final. This is also where you can see those items that you've added to your wish list. If you click on your name, a short menu will come up, and this is where you can add some personal preferences, including if you want your recognition to be public or private, and you can set your notification preferences too. Okay, so let's go back to the top left menu. If you click on feed, your recognition feed will come up. Here you can see all the recognition across the company. You can set it to view only the recognition that you've received or that you've given. And you can set up a filter to view only certain recognition programs. And here's where it starts to really get fun. You can react to recognition posts by selecting an emoji. Okay, seriously though, using an emoji can be fun, but what's even better and more meaningful than that? Posting a personalized message of congratulations or thanks to someone that you work with. So let's go back to the home page. From here, you can recognize somebody by either clicking on recognize, or you can just type the name of the individual under who do you want to recognize. From there, a drop-down menu of the employee name. Employee names will pop up and you can select the individual that you want to recognize. So once you've selected the individual, If you're a manager, you'll see all of the recognition programs available to you. This includes the Circle of Excellence program, the Spot Bonus program, and this new program called Champions at Work. As a sidebar, if you're a manager or supervisor, we are hosting a webinar next Monday where we'll walk through using the Circle of Excellence and Spot Bonus features, and we'll also cover how to set up special recognition programs for your teams, as well as reporting in the new tool. You should have received an Outlook invitation for the session on Friday, but if you haven't, just let me know and I will get you connected. Okay, let's get back to this new program called Champions at Work. It's available to all employees, not just to managers, and you can select any employee in the company to recognize. You type in your personal message to the individual, and you can choose if you want to post it to the company feed or if you want it to be a private message, and then hit submit. The message won't immediately post because it will go through a review process but once it's reviewed, it will post. This new form of recognition, where you can post personal messages of congratulations and pat people on the back publicly, this is where we have an opportunity to show folks how much we appreciate their work, and it's an opportunity for us to learn about each other and to see all the incredible accomplishments across all of Encore from the mouths of employees. So today, I'd like to issue a challenge to each of you. My challenge to you is to recognize someone at least once a week, every week. Whether it be a reaction emoji or a personalized congratulations through the Champions at Work program. Tell your coworkers how much you appreciate their work or congratulate them on an accomplishment. Take a few minutes every week and show your gratitude for those that you work with. Let them know that you see them. Put a reminder on your calendar so you don't forget. So how about let's do it now? I'll wait for you. Are you doing it? Hey, this is no laughing matter. Put that on your calendar. Together, awesome. Together, let's create a culture of recognition and appreciation that permeates throughout the company. The last thing I wanted to walk through is this spend points item on the top left menu. So points are awarded through various programs, but mainly you receive points when you hit a milestone service or safety anniversary. You also receive points through the Circle of Excellence program and through special award programs that may periodically be available, and managers would have the ability to award points during those programs. As I mentioned before, one of our key improvements with this new system, this new program, is the large selection that you have to choose from when you select your award. Your new award catalog is Amazon. Okay, I know sometimes too many choices can be overwhelming, but a lack of choices is probably worse. You're not just limited to Amazon either. You can select an e-gift card through the platform. And if you don't want more things, you can use your points to purchase tickets to an event like a Broadway play or a sporting event. You can even use your points for an experience. So really, your choices are unlimited. So in summary, I hope that you all will go to the site and check it out and start sending those appreciation notes today. And with that, I'm going to stop and open it up for your questions.
Questions have come in. There's one right there in the Q&A. If people can't find the little Q&A, our chat is for some reason not working right now. So down on the bottom right of the screen, there's a tiny little question mark in a little box. You can go to and find the Q&A right there. One question out there is, will employees be awarded for the last 5 million safe work hour milestone through this platform?
Who wants to take that question?
Yes, it will.
Nice. Here's another one. This matches one that came in to me privately. Do you have a certain time limit to use your points?
No time limit.
They stay there forever. They'll just keep rolling over. So if you want to build up your points, if you've got something special that you want to use your points on, you can just let them accumulate.
So I'm going to ask one, just, as the accountant auditor that I am, that I can't seem to stop. Is it going to be, are they grossed up? Are they income for us in the year they're awarded or the year we use them?
Not grossed up. So the gift cards are taxable. And it is when they're, well, I'm not sure if it's when they're used or when they're awarded. Larry, do you know the answer to that?
I'm thinking it's probably when it's rewarded,
When you
not
spend the
when they're
points.
used. But we'll double check that and make sure, but I think it's when you're rewarded the points.
Well, I'm perfectly happy for them to be grossed up. You can give me money all day long. I'm happy to pay a tiny bit of tax. It's just a tiny bit. So all day, you can give me money all day. This says, does a supervisor have to give it or can employees give to other peers?
So a couple of things. The Champions at Work program is for everyone. So employees can submit that. They can recognize anyone in the company. Employees, managers, anyone at all. When it comes to points, right now, the points are primarily the service and safety awards. So you receive points when you hit one of those 5-year milestones. So employees cannot give points to other people. That makes sense.
But supervisors can give employees points.
Points are awarded through the Service and Safety Awards program.
Gotcha.
So the way that the Circle of Excellence program awards points in certain increments. And if the site allows for us to set up special recognition programs. So if a team sets up a special recognition program and they have a certain dollar amount budgeted for that program, then we can set up that individual program to allow managers in that group to award points in that way.
Gotcha. This question out here, how many points are given out per milestone? Is that already decided?
It is. For each of the different milestones, it's different. So you can imagine as your milestones are bigger, the bigger numbers, the bigger amount of points. And yeah, those are already predetermined, but I don't have the schedule in front of me, but.
This says, will there be a policy about it? How to use it?
No, we hadn't intended on making a policy.
And the other part of this is there going to be a dollar amount that's already decided the year before for budgeting. So I guess there already is a dollar amount decided. This one said, will employee recognition always be public?
So in the tool, you can decide if you're typing up a recognition note to someone, you can decide if you want it to be public or if you want it to be private. If you ask for it to be private, the receiving individual also has the opportunity to set up their recognition how they want. If they only want their recognition private, they can set that up too. So that even though you selected it to be public, if the individual has said, I want all of my recognition to be private, it will be private.
That's so nice. Will recognized employees get an email if they are recognized?
I'm going to let somebody else answer. I've been answering lots of questions. Chris is nodding his head.
Chris, it's your turn.
Can't hear your head rattle. You have to say out loud into the air. You're on mute. There you go.
Oops, sorry. Yes, they will receive a notification, the email notification when they get recognized.
I love this. They said, is there an app?
Well, it is basically an app. They can go online and use it the same way, and it does the same thing with their credentials. They just have to put in their, corp/their RACF ID or put in their email address and credentials or Encore password.
Looks like they've already been out there. It says, I didn't see an award program in UltiPro page. Is it out there? They're already looking.
We're working on it. We had planned to have it there by this morning, but there's a little technical glitch, but it's going to be there out there soon.
It's hanging out somewhere with our chat function on WebEx
Yeah.
today. Oh, this says, what if someone never gets recognized?
You
Oh.
can change that.
Yeah.
Be the change.
Let's see.
And do it today.
Do it today. This says, this may have already been answered, but can you recognize two people at the same time for the same thing?
Yes, you can. And that whole section where the who you want to nominate, recognize, you can put in multiple people at the same time. So if you're, want to recognize 4 different people at one time, you can put all 4 names in there. It takes you to the next box. You put in the information that you want to and submit, and it puts it on feed for all 4 at separate.
Nice. This is so exciting. Okay, anybody else have a question? So Chris and Larry, when y'all were started thinking about this, what were your questions when you were looking at this program and thinking what you were going to solve?
Well, when we were looking at all the different vendors that we were interviewing, we wanted somebody that had as many options as possible. I think that the one thing that, and Chris can give his input into this too, the one thing that really convinced us about using the Awardco platform was the Amazon option. It really opens up a lot of possibilities for people to use their points and not have to be limited to a certain amount of prizes. So the amount of options really was important to us, and really Awardco met all the check marks there.
And I guess stepping into this, it's something that can grow with us over time. We can change it and morph it. I mean, this is how it looks today, but
we're basically unlimited as to what we can do with this platform. There's a lot of other things that we're going to do in the future as time and budget help gives us that opportunity. And so there'll be more to come in the future.
are there any other questions out there? I love this. Someone wrote, are they taxed? See, people speak my language. It's so good to be understood. Let's see. Will all employees receive a tutorial or instructions?
We do have job aids that will be going up, and the links will be sent out to everybody, so they'll have the opportunity to go through those.
And as Carrie mentioned, we are going to have some manager training next Monday. And we've sent invitations to the managers and supervisors for that training meeting. And so they'll be able to attend that. And as Carrie said, if for some reason, if there's someone out there that did not get that invite, just let us know.
Here's a question that I don't understand. It says, any plans to increase the 75 character limit for recognition? I
do understand that. That has on the Champions of Work, it does have a character limit of 75 characters that you can put in.
Okay.
Hopefully, as time goes by, with Carrie's approval, everybody else's approval, that will go away or increase.
As a manager, how many points do I get to distribute at any given time? Again, we're not distributing points. We're just as managers, we're distributing praise.
That's right.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any plans in opening the point system to other things than just service awards? That's Carrie's contemplative look, for those of y'all that don't know her as well as I do.
I mean, it's just one of those things where we have to be thoughtful about our budgets and, where we allocate funds. But absolutely, the tool has a lot of capability where we can set up recognition programs and that allow points recognition in additional ways than how we're using the site today. So yeah, maybe in the future we will see more more opportunity there.
And so as you have good ideas on how we could morph this into something even additionally more fabulous, be sure to remember the PODS idea tool. Put your ideas in out there and we will shuffle our ideas up to the people that can make those decisions. This says, awesome job, team. This is my recognition feed to you all.
Nice.
Aw.
Thank you.
Can you look up a team or just individual by individual? Oh, can you look up a team at a time
Oh, it's by name.
by name? Awesome.
Yeah.
Carrie, except for the Circle of Excellence, right? Then they can award points in that program, right? Is that, you have a question for me?
Yes. Yes.
So what does that mean?
You can award, managers can award points to employees through the Circle of Excellence program.
Gotcha. Encore gear, swag, is that on the site?
That is on our roadmap for future.
Nice.
We're working towards that. Hopefully, one day soon, we'll be able to roll something out. A place where employees can go buy Encore swag or can access it. Where managers can access it.
So here's Terry. Terry, why weren't you listening earlier? I already asked this question. How will I know how I got recognized? Do I have to go to the site? There's a go get an email. It's a family. We're a family. We can be cranky. Let's see. What else? Any other questions? Oh, I love that this is a result of the survey. You know, sometimes people don't really see the results that happen because they're just not in their wheelhouse necessarily. But even though there's always results, Encore always reacts. But this is like, I mean, we just heard from Monica right before that. Then it's like, ta-da, here it is. So it's
Well,
just so
you know,
good.
and the timing of it all worked out well too. We had, our contract was ending and we were like, this is an opportunity. Let's go out and find out what's out there. What can we do to this
Make it
peer-to-peer
better.
recognition has been on people's minds for a long time.
Yeah. Here's someone saying, I like this a lot better than Michael Seeping.
Definitely have more choices. That's for sure.
I don't want a coffee pot. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Okay, did I miss anybody's question? Because this is fun. Oh, that's okay, Terry. You're still my favorite. Know him from church too. Okay. That's all I see right now. I just don't want to, I'm kind of stalling to see if there's any other thing. The web app's struggling because it's still being worked on. Mine is having trouble loading pages.
I found that, so I'm in the office today and it was lagging quite a bit. So I think it might be tied to, where the system that you're on, wherever you might be.
Yeah.
I was trying to get into Learning Center earlier today and having a ton of trouble. And then I personally have sort of been lagging today. So I just have no stone to throw. Which other companies use this vendor? Great question.
Gosh, I
You
don't
know
know
what?
that off the top of my head. Do you remember?
Yeah, I don't remember specifically. I know that they, in the meetings that we had, we talked a little bit about some of their other customers, but right off the top of my head, I can't remember. I know that there's some, and Chris might remember one or two, but I know that there was 2 or 3 major companies that use Awardco, but I just can't remember what they are right now.
Here's another interesting question. Did you say this takes the place of spot bonuses and points will be awarded instead of spot bonuses?
I did not say that.
Okay.
No, but spot bonuses are automated on this tool. So managers will be able to go in and submit their spot bonus recommendations, their nominations through this tool. So the whole process is automated. But the spot bonus award is still a cash award that'll be on your paycheck. So it's not for points, it's for dollars.
Says, hi, I'm the Encore Technology Performance and Monitoring Manager. My tools show this slide is slow due to getting too many requests. Would suggest discussing with the vendor. Would be glad to help. Aw,
This is a great problem to have. That's
I know.
fantastic. That means
she's getting
everybody went
used
out
so
there.
much. Ugh.
I looked up the other companies that Awardco works with, and it includes Hertz, Car Rental, Master Brand Cabinets, Texas Roadhouse. They have a huge engagement culture over there at Texas Roadhouse. So that's just among others. Pacific Life, lots of great companies. And I believe we talked to some of their contacts, right? Their references and so forth.
Yep, yep.
All right. Anything else? So good. All right, Carrie. Well, I just want to say again, Carrie's challenge to recognize someone once per week, every week. And she says, let them know you see them. I love that. Let them know you see them. So good job. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Chris. We just couldn't do it without you guys. Thank goodness you have those jobs in HR, those hard jobs. I want to thank you again. Thanks for everybody for joining in this session to support our culture of continuous improvement and innovation. If you'd like to view this session again and share it with coworkers, please visit the Innovation Week schedule tab next week to find the recordings. If you have any other questions regarding Innovation Week, please visit the Innovation Week website or email us at pods@encore.com or give me a call. There's just all kinds of resources available to reach out and answer a question. So anyway, thank you again so much. Thanks for all you do. Really, really appreciate hearing from you today.
Thank you. Thanks, Dina.
Thank you.
Everybody. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Larry.
Thank you.
Bye, Chris.